So I just ended work and I am heading home. I haven't been talking to you guys in a while. Just a couple of updates. I had my meeting with Sana and we went over the schedule for the year. So we have the next couple of episode topics planned out and some fun things in store for everyone. So I have a couple of things coming up that I need to do today. It's going to be a busy day. Number one is I need to create ad graphics for the ads that we're putting into episode 2. Episode 2 is going to be released tomorrow. The audio has been recorded, so audio is good. The other thing is I still need to work on the St. Patty's Day episode. I know I said I was going to get that done, but things came up and I didn't get it done. So that's kind of next on my priority list. And then other things that I have is I still need to edit some of the promo shoot photos, play around with After Effects a little bit, edit these videos, the vlogging videos, and I also need to start planning out the next couple of episodes. So lots of things in store. It's really exciting. We're finally kind of taking down some structure. Sana and I talked about some of the things that we are going to kind of incorporate to better serve the audience. Number one is we're going to work on the audio a little bit more so we can provide professional audio to everyone and it's a good listening experience. Secondly, we are going to work on our closing statements and our organizing our closing thoughts. So we thought it was a bit chaotic and we're wanting to bring some structure into that. We're going to put a little bit more effort into pre-planning our episodes so it's better on storytelling and everything. And we're just going to, over time, we're going to work on all the rapport that we have with each other. I think it's just practice. We just need to practice with each other to kind of figure out a rapport. Like I said before, I never knew how different it was going to be on camera than in real life. Because in real life, our conversation flows normally and it's happy. We have laughter all the time. You don't feel the pressure of putting things online. So that's been a learning experience when it came to being on camera. Other fun topics that we have, we're kind of thinking about introducing other people onto the podcast and having discussions. We have a lot of fun discussions regarding men and women, the differences that they have. One hot topic that I'm really excited about is the topic of mansplaining. And we started talking about how it honestly just seems like a communication difference between the genders. So it would be fun to have a male perspective when it comes to communication and what their perspective is when it comes to the mansplaining piece of it and why people view that so negatively, and is it genuinely something you look at negatively about? So that's a fun topic that's coming up. That's later on down the line. Maybe it's a bit premature for me to talk about this, but I don't know. What else is coming up? Our film date for episode 4 and 5 has been scheduled. So we have that scheduled. We're still working on editing 3. 2 promos should go out soon. So that's going to be fun. Just wanted to update you guys. Go check out episode 2 today. I believe I'm posting this on the day of episode 2 release. So go check out episode 2. Hope you guys enjoy it. Please give us some feedback. And we're going to try to bring more entertaining content overall. So we're very excited. Yeah, thanks for watching and thanks for listening. If you want more detailed behind the scenes, let me know, and then I'll be a little bit more proactive about filming more of the behind the scenes. I just kind of tend to forget. But if you guys want more behind the scenes, I will be more proactive in filming and do more of that. So let me know. See you guys. Bye. Okay. Hi guys. I am driving home from work. Today was a very exciting day. our episode 2 officially dropped, and we talked about traditional roles, which was great. Lots of new learnings from that as well. Lots of things that we could improve on, but that's for a different video, I think. The biggest thing I wanted to touch base on is I spoke to a friend who listened to our podcast today, and they brought up a very good point about how we didn't cover enough about the difference between societal expectations versus expectations today. So when people initially got married in the 1950s, or before the feminist movement really blew up, women were just expected to get married, and once they get married, they're expected to stay home, was the expectation. Whereas today, that's not the automatic expectation. Most of the time, you quite expect that both parties will work, is the default expectation, and then the conversational expectation would be the traditional role. So he did bring up that traditional roles don't really normally happen unless there's a previous conversation to it. You talk about with your partner that you want a traditional role, and these are the expectations before you get married in order to have that kind of household, which I think is kind of a great change that's kind of happened, because people are allowed to pursue their dreams and pursue their careers. So the default setting is, hey, we're both going to pursue what we want, but if that is not what you want, let's talk about what kind of a household that we can have. So that was a really good point that he brought up that I just kind of wanted to cover real quick. But the biggest reason why I'm making this vlog is I have a rant that I need to go on. So yesterday I was on my Instagram reels and I came across this innocent video. It's about this woman. She just made a video of her boyfriend making dinner after his 12-hour shift at the restaurant. He's a chef. He comes home, he cooks his own meal. I was looking at it and thinking, wow, what a great idea. Let me go ahead and try that recipe later. I was not thinking about how to demonize this woman. And I went into the comment section, and when I say, oh my God, I do not understand people and their need to put their own societal expectation on someone else, and the sexism in the comments were just appalling. First of all, I want to praise, the account is called Made by Musashi. The woman's name, her name is Jasmine. Her boyfriend's name is Musashi. And I want to praise Jasmine because she is not responding to any of these negative comments. She's just ignoring them, which I think is so brave of her to just ignore and to just move on with her day and not letting it get to her. So great job, Jasmine. I have the utmost respect for you, and I think your content is great. I love it. Secondly, I want to read you some of the comments that the people have made. So I'm gonna have to take some screenshots of that and read them to you guys once I get home. I can't do it right now, but I thought I would just start the video as I'm driving, so that way it's kind of fresh on my mind. I was originally going to create a break room episode about this, and then I thought, no, let's not make a break room episode because it's my individual rant. It doesn't have anything to do with the podcast. It has a little bit to do with the podcast, but it is my own individual rant that makes me very angry. So I'm gonna just do it on my personal channel. As far as the break room episodes, we are doing a St. Patty's Day one. Maybe it's still pending approval. I'm just experimenting with it, and if Sana and I are both happy with it, then we're gonna post it. If we're not happy with it, then we're just gonna move on. The other second exciting thing that's kind of happened is we're still experimenting with the audio stuff. I personally just purchased some mics, some boom mics, I think is what they're called. I purchased some boom mics just in case we wanted to experiment with that. If those don't work out, then I'll return them. If they do, then great. Then our audio will change, I guess. I wouldn't say it'll be improved or not improved, but because we're still experimenting with everything. But that's a step in the right direction, I think. We've started kind of planning out the other episodes, so that's going to be exciting. The pre-recorded ads that I recorded, turns out the audio wasn't that great when it came to post-prod. So I'm going to have to play around with those, see if I can fix them. And yeah, and more editing for these videos. So I'll see you when I get home, and you'll hear my angry rant about that freaking video. Well, the video was fine, but the comments.